So the themes for that story were hard work pays off, with planning, the weak can defeat the strong, and overconfidence can lead to failure. Now, if I drag this last one over here, this is incorrect because there are no details about love in this story. So on the right here, it says, one summer day, Grasshopper was having fun and singing. Ant passed by, carrying food to her nest. Why don't you sing with me? Asked Grasshopper. Why work on a lovely day? I'm gathering food for winter, said Ant. Why worry about winter, especially since we have food now? Asked Grasshopper. Ant kept working, and Grasshopper kept playing. Winter came, and Ant had plenty of grain and corn, but Grasshopper was starving. Grasshopper realized then that it is best to prepare for hard times ahead. So the option with the theme would be sentence 9. This sentence directly states the theme or lesson about life that the writer wants to convey. Grasshopper realized then that it is best to prepare for hard times ahead. It's not um, sentence 1 because this is telling us when the story takes place and what the grasshopper is doing. It's not sentence 6 because this is a character in the story asking a question. And it's not sentence 8 because this sentence is updating us about ant and grasshopper. Examine the title. Ask yourself, to what in the story does the title refer? After you finish reading, consider the meaning of the title. What ideas might the writer be trying to emphasize? You can also consider the plot and conflict. A story's plot often focuses on a conflict or problem that is important to the theme. Ask yourself, what conflicts do the characters face? How are these conflicts resolved? Additionally, you should analyze the characters. Often, a theme is revealed through the main character's words and actions. Ask yourself, what important statements do the characters make? How do the characters change? What lessons do they learn? You can also make connections. Consider what you already know about human nature. You can ask, how can my own experiences or understanding of people's emotions help me understand the big idea or message? So ask yourself, what big message about life is the writer trying to tell me? If you can't come up with an easy answer, you may need to use the strategies on the screen to infer or guess the theme. So the story is called The Competitor. Maybe you should let it go, Jen, sighed Marlene. If you make the track team, it'll be because the coach feels bad for you now that you're in a wheelchair. Marlene's words stung. I worried about this too. I didn't ask to be in this chair or to be hit by a crazy driver, and I definitely never asked for anyone's pity. But did I have to give up my dreams of racing? No, Marlene, I need to race. My family's saving up to buy me a racing chair. I'm going to compete just like anyone else and win. So let's take a look at these strategies. So it says examine the title, right? The competitor. Consider the plot and conflict. The conflict revolves around Jen's injuries and her uncertainty about competing on the track team. It is resolved when Jen decides to try out for the team despite her injuries. Analyze the characters. Marlene tells Jen she won't make the track team on her own merit. Jen says, I'm going to compete just like anyone else. Jen changes from doubting herself to being confident. Finally, make connections. This story may remind you of real people whose determination helped them succeed. You might state the theme in this way: believing in yourself is the first step to making your dreams a reality. So the poem says, the petals drop one by one from the fragile daisy. The shriveled, yellowing pieces of flower blow away, leaving behind a bare stem. I have to remember to live, to enjoy each petal of my life, to share and grow and bask in the sun's sweet light. So, the theme in this poem is that life is short, so enjoy every day. The dying daisy shows how short life is. The speaker learns that she must enjoy every day or every petal to the fullest. So it doesn't talk anything about selfishness here at the bottom. It doesn't talk about being alone. It does mention that the flowers lose their petals quickly, but that's not looking at the bigger picture or how it could apply to us, which is what a theme should do. Often, a character's words and actions serve as clues to a story's theme. Characters' thoughts. Maybe you should let it go, Jen, sighed Marlene. If you make the track team, it'll be because the coach feels bad for you now that you're in a wheelchair. So this is Marlene's thoughts right here in bold. I'm sorry, Jen's thoughts. Marlene's words stung. I worried about this too. I didn't ask to be in this chair or to be hit by a crazy driver, and I definitely never asked for anyone's pity. But did I have to give up my dreams of racing? So that is a detail supporting the theme. That is Jen's thoughts. We also have characters' words. So at the bottom here, this is Jen speaking. No, Marlene, I need to race. I'm going to compete just like anyone else and win. So a character's thoughts and a character's words can support a theme. So the first box says, he hardly ever had time for his friends now that he was always running around putting the finishing touches on his mansion. His friends were sad and puzzled, but they tried to be happy for him. Part two. One night during a terrible thunderstorm, a bolt of lightning struck his roof. The beautiful mansion with all of his money in it burned to the ground. I've lost everything, he wailed. Part three. He returned to find his friends gathered in the ruins of the house carrying food and clothing. I can't believe you are all here for me after how I treated you, he said. I haven't lost everything at all. I still have what is most important. So I think that part three is a detail that supports the story, and it looks like I'm correct. So it says at the bottom, this part shows the character has learned that friendship is more important than money or fine houses. So, question one, which of the following statements might be the theme of a piece of literature? So, A, natural beauty, B, I stood alone in a field of daisies, 3, observing nature can change how you view the world, or D, the flowers were pretty. So the answer is C, observing nature can change how you view the world. This is a statement of theme and it expresses a lesson about life. Natural beauty is a topic, it's not even in sentence form. Um, Sentences B and D, or options B and D, um, are stating facts, right? This is a character telling us what he or she is doing, and this is just giving us an observation or an opinion. So neither of those are examples of theme. It has to be a life lesson. Question two, read the passage on the right, then choose the sentence below that states the best theme. Why can't you just pack me salami or tuna sandwiches? That's what everyone else eats. Don't you like the lunches I pack you? Abu seemed surprised that I was complaining. Of course I love your mansaf, Abu, but it just smells so strong. People think the jamid in it smells like dirty socks. I feel like everyone's staring at my weird food, I said. Are you ashamed of being different? I didn't answer my father. He continued, we have a beautiful heritage. There is no shame in eating the foods your grandparents and great grandparents ate. Never look down on your traditions, my child. I knew in my heart Abu was right. So read the passage on the right, then choose a sentence that states the theme. So A, it is hard to fit in. B, a person should be proud of his or her heritage. C, one should eat ethnic foods. Or D, some people don't like to appear different. So the answer is B, as you can see all along. At first, the narrator is embarrassed by his heritage. After considering his father's words, though, the narrator realizes that he should be proud of his family's cultural traditions. Question three, which statement best supports the story's theme that one should be proud of his or her traditions? So that would be sentence 11. Never look down on your traditions, my child. This is a direct statement from Abu. After considering his father's statement, the narrator realizes that he should take pride in his culture and his traditions. Question four. Let's take a look at the passage here. A fox once saw a crow fly off with a piece of cheese in its beak and settle on a branch of a tree. I want that cheese, thought Fox. He walked up to the foot of the tree. Good day, Miss Crow, he cried. How well you are looking today. How glossy your feathers. How bright your eyes. I feel sure your voice must surpass that of other birds. Please sing one song so that I may enjoy your lovely voice. The crow lifted up her head and began to caw her best. But the moment she opened her mouth, the piece of cheese fell to the ground, only to be snapped up by the fox. So, which statement below best communicates the theme of this passage? A, don't trust those who flatter you. B, appreciate what you have. C, beauty is only skin deep. Or D, be careful what you wish for. So, as you can see, the answer here is A, don't trust those who flatter you. Because the crow is tricked by the fox's empty praise, she loses her cheese. Finally, question five. Let's take a look at this poem. This is by one of my favorite poets, Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. So, which statement best communicates the theme? A, hope has feathers. B, tunes don't need to have words. C, hope is what keeps people going. Or D, hope is the same thing as love. So the answer is C, hope is what keeps people going. The speaker shows that hope is an emotion that never stops. In other words, hope keeps people going in hard times. I hope this helped clarify the difference between theme and topic. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.